My brothers and sisters, we live in a world that is not always what it appears to be. A world where smiles can hide daggers and kind words may conceal deceitful intentions. In such a world, we must learn a hard but vital lesson. Do not trust everyone. Trust is a sacred bond, a powerful thread that binds people together. But that bond must be earned, not given freely. When we place our trust in someone, we hand them a piece of ourselves, our hopes, our fears, our truths. And not everyone is worthy of that gift. Some speak sweetly to your face, only to speak bitterly behind your back. Others walk beside you in the light, but abandon you in your darkest hour. There are people who wear many masks. They will call you friend, but envy your success. They will stand beside you, but only to study your weakness. They will praise your dreams, not to support them, but to better learn how to destroy them. We must not be blinded by appearances, for loyalty is not in words, but in actions repeated over time. Do not mistake this for a call to live in fear or to harden your heart. No. We must still love, we must still believe in the goodness of others, but with wisdom. For too many have been betrayed not by their enemies, but by those they called families. They trusted too quickly, believed too easily, and paid dearly for it. So let experience be your teacher. Let time reveal truth. When people show you who they are through their choices, believe them. True character does not flicker like a flame in the wind. It stands firm through storms. Watch closely who celebrates your growth, who stays when you have nothing, who holds your name with respect when you are not in the room. So understand that even allies can change. Power, jealousy, fear, these things twist hearts. So stay awake. Protect your vision, protect your mission. With confidence. Not everyone around you wants to see you succeed. Some walk with you only to see where you are going, so they can step ahead and shut the door before you arrive. But let this not turn you cold. Let it make you strong. Be slow to trust, but when you give it to those who have proven themselves. Build your circle not on charm, but on consistency. Not on shared enemies, but on shared values. Then you will walk not in suspicion, but in wisdom. And so I say again, don't trust everyone. Trust those who have earned it. Those who have shown you their heart through action, sacrifice, and truth. In this, you will find safety. In this, you will find strength. My friends, trust is one of the most valuable treasures a human being can give. It is not like the dust in the wind that we scatter without thought. It is more like gold, rare and costly, meant to be placed only in the safest hands. When we give it too freely, we weaken its value, and we risk placing it in the grasp of those who do not honor it. True trust must be earned. It is not handed out like coins to every passerby. It is forged through time, tested in trial, and proven in moments when it would be easier to walk away. It is in the difficult days, when the weight is heavy, that the worthy are revealed. Those who carry that weight with you, not for their benefit, but for the bond you share. These are the ones who deserve the gift of your trust. To give trust without proof is to gamble with your heart, your peace, and sometimes even your safety. There are those who will treasure it like a sacred thing, and there are those who will trade it away the moment it serves them. We must be slow to hand it over, for once it is broken, even when mended, it never returns to its first strength. Trust is not a thing to be rushed. It is built brick by brick until it becomes a fortress. Give it wisely, guard it carefully, and you will find that the few who earn it will be more valuable than the many who ask for it. My friends, we must remember that the face is not always the mirror of the soul. A smile can be as warm as the morning sun, yet hide a heart colder than the deepest night. The sweetest voice may speak comfort to you today, while quietly preparing a knife for tomorrow. The world has never lacked for those who can disguise ill will behind charm. Not all who greet you with kindness walk with you in truth. Some come near to share your light, but only until they find a way to cast a shadow over it. Some draw close not out of love, but out of curiosity, envy, or gain. They watch, they listen, and they learn not to lift you higher, but to know the best way to bring you down. We must not be deceived by the mask of friendliness. It is easy for a person to dress their intentions in the clothing of care, to hide ambition beneath humility, to place poison in a cup that looks like gold. And if we trust only what we see or hear at first glance, we will give the keys to our safety into the hands of a stranger whose heart we do not know. True wisdom is in looking beyond the surface. A smile may open the door, but only actions will prove whether the one who enters is a friend or a thief. The most dangerous betrayal is not the blow from an open enemy. It is the gentle touch from a false friend. And so, my friends, let us not be blinded by pleasant faces or silken words. Let us judge not by the warmth of the greeting, but by the loyalty proven over time. My friends, trust without wisdom is like placing your most precious jewel in an unlocked box and leaving it in the marketplace. You may believe in the goodness of every passerby, but the world has taught us that not all who walk among us are guardians. Some are takers. Blind trust is not kindness. It is an open gate to those who would enter and take what is not theirs. Betrayal rarely comes from the stranger in the distance. It comes from the one who knows your name, your dreams, your fears. It comes from the one who has shared your table, heard your secrets, and stood close enough to feel your heartbeat. When you give your trust too soon, you hand over the map to your soul before you know whether the one holding it will protect you or destroy you. And when betrayal strikes, it cuts deeper than the sharpest sword. For the wound is not just in the body, but in the spirit. It is the shock of knowing that the hand you held was the same that let you fall. It is the pain of realizing that your own openness became the very weapon used against you. This is why trust must be given with patience, with testing, with watchfulness. It is not suspicion to protect your heart. It is wisdom. Those who are worthy will prove themselves not in words, but in steadfastness. And they will honor the trust you place in them as something sacred. But to give it blindly is to plant seeds in poisoned soil and hope for a harvest of life. My friends, words are the easiest currency to spend. They cost nothing to give, and they can be shaped to please, to persuade, even to deceive. A person can fill the air with promises, swear loyalty in the light of day, and still abandon you when the night grows cold. Words may stir the heart for a moment, but they are like smoke. They rise, they fade, they vanish. True wisdom is not in hearing alone, but in watching. Actions are the truest language of the soul. They speak without needing a tongue, and they do not lie as easily as words. Watch how someone behaves when no one is looking. Watch how they treat the weak, the forgotten, the ones who cannot repay them. Watch who they are when the road grows hard, when the reward is gone, when there is nothing to gain but the knowledge of having done right. Many will declare themselves friends when the sun is shining, but the real measure of a person is revealed in the storm. Do they stand firm beside you, or do they step away to save themselves? Words can be rehearsed, actions cannot. Words may be sweet like honey, but actions are the proof that the sweetness is real. If we place our trust only in what people say, we build our house on shifting sands. But if we anchor it in what they do, we build on stone that will not move. Let your ears listen, yes, but let your eyes decide. Trust is not built in the mouth. It is built in the life. My friends, trust is like a tree. It grows slowly, season after season, fed by patience, watered by loyalty, and strengthened by shared trials. You cannot plant it in the morning and expect fruit by the evening. It must endure storms. It must stand through winters. It must prove its roots are deep. This is why the bonds of real trust are so rare. They require time, sacrifice, and consistency. But while trust takes years to build, it can fall in a single moment. One lie, one betrayal, one broken promise can bring down what seasons of faithfulness have built. See, it is easier to shatter trust than to mend it, for a heart once hurt will never look at the same hands with the same innocence. Even if forgiveness is given, the memory of the wound remains. This is why trust must be guarded like a flame in the wind. Those who have earned it must handle it with care, for a careless act can undo years of loyalty, and those seeking it must understand it is not given freely, and once lost, it may never return to its first strength. So, my friends, let us be patient in giving trust and careful in keeping it. For time may grow it, but a single moment can take it away forever. My friends, your dreams are like seeds. They are fragile in their beginning, easily crushed before they have taken root. Not everyone who hears of them will water them with encouragement. Some will step on them out of envy. Others will try to steal them for themselves. That is why your plans, your visions, your hopes for tomorrow must be guarded in their early days. There are people who will smile as you speak of your ambitions, but behind that smile, they are measuring how your success might outshine their own. There are those who will pretend to advise you, when in truth they are quietly undermining you. Some will take the ideas you share and present them as their own. For this reason, not every ear deserves to hear your plans. Share your dreams with those whose loyalty has been proven, with those who have stood beside you not only in words, but in actions. Speak them to people who rejoice in your victories as if they were their own, and who would protect your vision even when it brings no benefit to them. Until you know who truly supports you, let your dreams grow in the safety of silence. For when the roots are strong, when the trunk is firm, when the fruit begins to show, then no hand, however envious, can tear them down. My friends, it is easy to find companions when the road is smooth, the table is full, so the sun is shining. In times of ease, loyalty is spoken freely, for it costs nothing. But when the shadows lengthen and the winds of hardship begin to blow, the truth of a person's heart is revealed. Difficult times strip away the masks that comfort and prosperity allow us to wear. When resources grow scarce, when trouble comes knocking, when your name is no longer celebrated, then you will see who stands and who walks away. Some will remain, not because they have much to gain, but because they value the bond itself. Others will vanish the moment the warmth fades, revealing that their loyalty was only to the benefits you could provide. Experience teaches us that true loyalty is not tested in the light of celebration, but in the darkness of trials. Those who stay when it costs them something, those who shield you from the storm rather than seeking shelter elsewhere, are the ones who have earned a place in your trust. It is in your weakest hour that your strongest allies reveal themselves. And it is in your deepest struggles that you discover who was with you for the journey and who was only there for the ride. My friends, caution is not the enemy of trust. It is not a sign of a cold heart, nor is it proof that you doubt everyone you meet. Caution is the guard at the gate, making sure that only the worthy are allowed to enter. It is the watchtower that scans the horizon, not because it expects every traveler to be an enemy, but because it knows that danger can arrive quietly. Some will say, if you are careful, you do not believe in people. But this is not true. You can believe in the goodness that exists in the world and still understand that not all who approach you come with good intentions. A wise person keeps their doors unlocked only for those whose footsteps they know and trust. Caution protects your heart from unnecessary wounds. It gives you the space to observe, to learn, to measure a person's character before giving them the most valuable parts of yourself. It is the reason your trust will last longer, because it will be given only to those who can carry it without breaking it. To live without caution is to leave your future unguarded. To live with it is to walk in peace, knowing you have welcomed the right people into your circle and kept the wrong ones at bay. My friends, caution is not mistrust. It is the wisdom that keeps trust alive.